Hello, hello, hello mga lods. What's up guys? Engineer Joff here. At nandito na naman tayo sa isang edisyon ng The Regal Shocker. Kidding. Um, ano ba yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon? Oh shit. Ano ba yan? Bakit nilalagyan nila ng hump dito? Ito pa isa. Lalagyan ng hump yung public highway. Ay hindi naman to highway. Ano lang to local roads. Pero kasagabal sa amin parati ko nakakalimutan na may hump pa dyan. So ayan na ng pag-uusapan. Ay, ito na lang pala. Sa aking motovlog number 4, no? Today, I will be going to give tips for the incoming first year civil engineering students since rating na ang new year, new school year, no? Amid this coronavirus pandemic. So, although wala pang fixed na date kung kailan talaga mag-reopen ang ulit yung mga schools, but yeah, this is for those na nagbabalak na kumuha ng civil engineering course, civil engineering degree program. I'm not an expert at this, but I was once an engineering student before I became a licensed civil engineer. I also felt the excitement and the uncertainty you have right now. So kung ano man yun nafe-feel nyo ngayon, feel ko rin yan noon. Come on, civil engineering, right? Palagi kasi pag incoming student, palagi mo tinatanong, so survive ba ako? Enough bang foundation ko sa mathematics, thematics, and sciences? Mahirap nga ba? Kaya ko ba mag-engineering? So, yan po ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So, come on and ride with me. So, ayun po, bago ang lahat, let me say this. All degree programs are difficult. So, wala pong kurso ng college, programa ng mga colleges natin na hindi po mahirap. All courses are all difficult in their own ways. And it is up to us to make our learning and journey worthwhile. So, for civil engineering, ano nga ba ang civil engineering? Because my first misconception regarding this profession noon, no, when I was in high school, drawing lang yung civil engineering. Kasi yun yung pumasok sa utak ko pag sinabing engineering, drawing lang yung gagawin. And I'm freaking wrong the whole time, no. Civil engineering is a very broad profession po. Civil engineer is involved in design, which is the planning and computation of the strength of the structure, the materials, etc. And he will also deal with construction, which is the implementation of the design, and maintenance of the structures, which is the restoration, renovation, and repair. So meron din tayo mga different broad of projects. Pwede kayo mag-focus on vertical construction industry. That's the buildings, houses, so yung mga pataas na mga construction, mga buildings, houses, etc. We have the horizontal construction. Example niyan is roads and highways, drainage systems, mga bridges, no, railways, and pipelines. So meron din tayong mga waterworks, dams, mga sewage system and coastal engineering works, mga piers, ports, jetties, yung mga ganyan, among others. Meron din tayong surveying works, although you need to proceed to geodetic engineering to pursue that discipline. And we have materials engineering. So madami po. Very broad yung civil engineering profession. So hindi lang pala siya during drawing lang. You'll be dealing with computations of safe and economical designs for structures, and you'll be dealing with implementation, the plans, specifications, and many others. So you will discover naman your core, kung saan mo talaga, saang discipline ka talaga mahihilig as as you go through your academic journey. Now let's go for the tips. So ito po yung mga tips based on my experience po. Hindi po ako professional, I mean, I'm not an expert on this na magbigay ng tips, but it's solely based on my experiences, no? For the first tip that I can give you is you need to have adequate and strong foundation in mathematics and sciences, because let's face it, that's the main requirement even for some universities and colleges pag nag-a-apply ka for freshmen in civil engineering and other engineering courses. So hindi naman necessary na expert ka talaga or genius ka in math and science. What I mean is whether you can understand the concepts and principles. So dapat marunong kang umintindi ng mga sa mathematical principles and concepts. So you're going to spend the whole academic journey in the degree program with whole lot of numbers. So we will always be involving numbers and numbers and numbers. So even project engineering field, numbers. So dapat strong yung core mo in mathematics and sciences. So yan po yung first tip ko sa inyo. Second tip, I think, don't be afraid to ask questions, at huwag kang nasabihin na hindi mo talaga alam ng isang bagay, no? So tanggalin mo lahat ng hiya sa katawan mo, magtanong ka kung may hindi naiintindihan. Don't be afraid to admit whenever there are parts of the discussion that you don't understand, kasi the instructors or the professors will be more than willing to help you. So pag inunahan ka na ng hiya, you will miss the chance na masagot yung mga katanungan mo, and that's very unfortunate. Third tip, I think, take notes in class. So every discussion that you have for every subjects, dapat masipag kang mag-take down notes, no? Especially pag when you're like me. Oh, no. I wasn't gifted with an eidetic memory, and God knows that yun talaga pinaka-weak na aspect ko, yung memorization. So very talagang mahina ako sa memorization. And take notes. At some point in the class, there may be a time when you will have difficulty catching up with the lessons. You can always review your notes later. So it's also important to have good relationships with your instructors, so you can seek further help in case that happens, no? Yeah. Fourth is develop good relationships with your classmates. Studying alone can be very frustrating too. It's very tedious kung nag-iisa ka lang, wala ka mapagtatanungan. Most especially when you have so many questions you can't answer. You're solving a problem that you cannot answer for too long. So a group study with classmates or friends will allow you to share ideas. It allows you to raise questions with each other. It will challenge all of you mentally, because that's the reality in the real world. Pag nagtatrabaho na kayo, no? Kung nag-work na kayo, whether nandun kayo sa structural engineering, field or project implementation field or kung saan man no. Engineering projects are a group matter. So you will be working with teammates and people of different cultures and different personalities, and you have to find that unifying characteristics that you all have to at some point reach at a single goal. So cooperation, you dun sa maintaining good relationship with your classmates, dun mo na exercise natitrain na sarili mo to work with pe- with people, to work as a group. So it's a group matter, and working with classmates is a training for your social skills, communication skills, and cooperation with one another. Tip for you: if you want something done, then do it yourself. So if you can't, then ask for help. Nothing beats uh, eh, nothing beats than training yourself to never back down on problems before you get to solve it. If all else fails, it's then seek for help from peers or professors, but never deprive the liberty to challenge yourself from time to time. Kasi doon nasusubukan yung tatag ng karakter mo eh. Challenge yourself. So for pang-anim na tip na ibibigay ko sa inyo, form your own strategy. So di ako magbibigay ng guidelines kasi kanya-kanya naman tayo ng diskarte sa buhay natin, no? Be comfortable and flexible with time constraints. So manage your time well. It's very important, most especially when I think you're very advancing by year to year. So learn to prioritize which subjects needed the most effort and which do not. So also mental health is as important as physical health. Include in your strategy na alagaan mo rin yung sarili mo from time to time. So self-care is very important. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Dapat stable din tayo emotionally, mentally, and physically. Kasi mahirap talaga eh. So we have to have a sound mind and a healthy body to endure through the process. So mahirap, but it's enjoyable naman. And the seventh tip, this is one of the most important that I can give you. Perseverance. So perseverance. So persistence, yun, it's very necessary. So it's a difficult degree to take up, and you will be faced with different range of difficulties in exams and lessons. But know that failing marks or zero scores do not define failure for you. You can have zero scores in quizzes and exams, like I do, and still graduate and pass it, and even graduate cum laude or graduate with Latin honors. So, funny thing, no? When that was third year, I think, engineering mechanics. First quiz with our instructor. So that was a newly hired instructor. So shout out to engineer Reina Ambos, now engineer Reina Ambos Moody. So her first exam for us, engineering mechanics, uh, we all got zero test score. Back then, so grabe yung disappointment na feel ko. But looking back now, uh, yeah, it's very funny to me that but the most important thing is to carry on. Okay, imagine na nakuha mo yung zero marks, tapos nag-quit ka na. So I wouldn't have been a licensed engineer today. So those difficulties, let them be a challenge for you to do better and up your game. As my favorite quote, I mean, I'm sorry, as my favorite quotation from Dr. Abdul Kalam goes, let difficulties know that you too are difficult. So every future engineer must go through struggles and pressure, ranging from small to recognizable failures. But um, and know that all these is part of the learning process, and the training process. Remember that carbon in its simplest form can be turned into a diamond with the right amount of pressure and time. So yun, perseverance is key. Go on lang tayo, fight lang. Kahit na mag-zero tayo, that doesn't define us, and that's not a sign that we should quit. That's a sign that we should do better in the next and up our game, challenge ourselves more. Yun. Lastly, I mean, the last tip is very important. Huwag kalimutan si Lord. Um, Huwag kalimutan yung family mo, huwag kalimutan yung nagbibigay ng inspiration sa'yo to go on. And don't ever forget Lord. So, do everything in His glory. Ask for His guidance, magpasalamat even your smallest accomplishments. So, kahit nakatungtong ka lang ng passing grade, yung as we Bisayans say, nakakapyot. So, kapit na kapit ka lang sa passing grade. So, thank Him. Do everything in His glory. Fight lang. Um, ayan po, no. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. I think that would be all, no. And if you ever needed help, we can communicate in the comment box. Pwede kayong bigyan ng advice. So, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. Make your whole student life and student's journey worthwhile and fruitful. So, it only happens once in a lifetime. Don't leave it with regrets, but leave it with hope. Ad astra per aspera. Thank you.